Greetings, salutations everyone, and welcome to some Kerbal Space Program. Last time, I think... Let me check. Yeah, we did some of Career Mode. I think it's called Career Mode. Let's go to Sandbox instead, because I want to show stuff off. I can actually make stuff in that one. In Sandbox Mode, all parts and features are available from the start. You are free to play without any constraints, but R&D and mission control are unavailable. So flag, I can put this flag in here. There we go. Hopefully it looks fine. Because I don't know how to make with stuff with no parts. Anyway, to the space plane hangar. Let's make a plane first. Yes. Now, what kind of plane? What size plane do I want? Mark 3, Mark 2. Let's start with this cockpit. Yes. It's got a little monopropellant in it, which I could remove if I don't use any monopropellant to get the weight down slightly. Yeah, I'll do that. Keep the electric charge. I don't mind more electricity being stored in it. And what else do I want? What's that thing? Oh, is this another... What is that thing? I don't know what that thing is, but it's there. The cupola module. Iodine hex. This is just stuff people go in. These are all like pilot seats, basically. And we can make it machine controlled if I want to. Which one's the small one? This one. If I put that there, then it can work AI. It doesn't need to have a person in it. So we don't have to feel bad if it crashes. I'll still keep the front having a cockpit though, because it looks cool. Okay, what else did I want to do? Well, it's gotta have fuel. That's for sure. This one just has liquid fuel. So do that. Yes, that'll give us plenty of fuel. Okay, this thing, I was thinking of this. Is that... It's not the one I'm thinking of, though. Or it just needs to be converted. Does this have fuel in it? It comes with oxidizer. I can remove that too. Jet planes don't need oxidizer. That's for rocket fuel. You just need the liquid fuel part. Mark 3 to Mark 2 NCS adapter. Drain valve. Let's see, what adapter did we want? Is this? No, that's too big. Go away. Is this one? No, there's gotta be an adapter. I just need to not have that part. I think it's here somewhere. It's not. I want to end with 2 jet things, though. Maybe this is the one I'm thinking of. So take that off, put that there. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of there. Now it's kind of like a plane. Let me turn on center of mass, center of thrust, and center aerodynamics. That's where the lift all is right now. Let me check. Get rid of the oxidizer in that as well. So far, okay. Let's see, let's put engines. There's 3 jet ones, at least there was when I was checked. Actually, this might be jet as well. Could be wrong, though. Let's see. Panther afterburning turbofan. Whiplash turbo ramjet. one is like really energy efficient. I think it was this one. Oh, let me put it on double mode. There we go. That should work, I think. It's just like the entrance right there. Should probably have a ladder there eventually. But it's AI controlled, so who cares? Again, I'm just trying to remember how to do stuff. Do need a way to get air intake. I might add that on later. Let's see. Actually, if it's going to be AI powered, it would need... You know what? I'm going to remove the AI power. Yeah. Because I need to make sure it has some sort of generator on it so it doesn't just run out of power. So it'll just be piloted by a person, so I will need that. Utility, I think, is where it would be. That's where the ladders are. I don't know how long of a ladder it needs to be. Let me test this. How big is that? That, I think, is too big for what we want. This one... Is that gonna reach the ground? Maybe. Let's rotate it. Just a little, so it's like actually facing the right way. I hit the wrong one. Oh no. Back. Oh no, it's all over the place now. Let's just take it off again. I'll worry about that after we do everything else. How about some flags? I can put flags on stuff. That's good. You're probably thinking, when do I put the actual wings on? I'm getting there. Delta wing. Is that what I want? Do like that. Or like this. What else we got in here for wings? The big S delta, that's even bigger wing. Wow. Sparkler intake, small nose cone. This is aerodynamics, that's what this section is called. The wing straight, like sideburns, it says. Do like something like that. I don't know. Deciding what wings I want. Small delta wings. I don't want the big ones. Delta Deluxe winglet. That's the big one. Where's the slightly less big one? The regular delta wing again. Let's go with this. We can make it like... Does that make any sense? That isn't how wings usually look on planes, though. Can I just, like, actually attach it? Like, no, that doesn't look good either. Can I do anything to this wing, by the way? No, okay. It's me deciding where to put a wing the whole time. Are these wings? It's the really big one. This is designed to be a main wing. Those are huge. Not for the tiny plane we're making. Structural wings. I can do like a double wing design or something, maybe. Where's this here? I can just like put another one over here and that'll... I said I had a weird angle. I can fix the angle. Do not worry about the angle. Would that even fly? I don't know. If I can get this and then do the rotate. So it's facing the opposite way. Go back to place. Just move it. That just makes it even worse than what I was thinking. What am I thinking? I just can't decide what to do with the wing. Okay, wait, if I could get, like, actually... big one, if I can, like, get that... at least here. Well, that's at a weird angle. At least straight on, but then move it back. Let me do this mad science. Like over here. Now it looks kind of like a plane. Maybe it's too big, but I don't care. Let's just actually get it working, then we'll worry if it's too big. Now, on the wings you want elevons. Do they attach? Got a weird angle for some reason, but sure. Side goes on what? It's like that. Which means then go wow. Come back. I did the wrong rotate now. This is harder than it looks to click on the right thing. Okay, like that. These are the things that go at the end of the wing and go up and down. Wish I could just like copy it. Do it again, but we're gonna have to readjust the next one we put on. Where's the elevon? Where did I get this thing? Right here. Wait, another one here. Don't know why they're going on weird, but we're gonna work with it. Stop vibrating intensely. There's no gap. Like, this one's slightly lower since it's up. The wing might be too big for these, but whatever. They're there now. You know what? I think the wing's too big. Sorry to waste everybody's time. I want smaller wings. Go with this Delta wing, not the super mega death one. And get this one adjusted. That might be fine. We can only... Now we get the elevons. This one's apparently the biggest, but it's like big the other direction. I want lengthwise. Put this away. Again, gonna go on weird. I mean, this is what they're designed for, so they should snap better, but I guess they don't. Because I think this is what they're for. Anyway, do this. Guess I can do a smaller one, that one's bigger. This is the smallest one, right? It's kind of longer, though. Whatever. Do elevon 2. And we'll shove it in there. Do not worry. It will fit. Done. Rotate. Doesn't work sometimes. There we go. This way. There. You'd never even know there was two there. Okay, maybe you would because of the line, but you would never know that there's two there. Adjustable ramp intake. Oh, this is where you get the air in. We'll put some of those on in a little bit. Still working on the plane. See, I need two that go up. Small. These work. Should I do more like this? Not that one. These are very tall. This one. Not tall enough. Really big. let's put some canards over here, by the way. Is canard what I want? Something else here. Winglet. Winglet. Is this what I'm thinking of? No, that's big. Aeroplane tail fin. So, whoa, that's big. Control surface. Maybe that's actually what I want instead of these. Well, these should work. You know what? Let's name this thing. Split versus plane, very original. I know. Hit save. But let's just see what it does. It sits there. It gets no air intake, so it doesn't work. It's cool. Okay. Back to the space hangar. It's air intakes, which we're working on. We're working on it. I want the wings that go up, though. Small little wings. They'll be fine. Turn all this stuff back on so we can see it again. Like that. I don't know, should they be at an angle or... I can't remember how tail fins go. I think they go straight up. I want to move them a little bit though. Or like over here. Maybe. Okay. And then we get to put our old friend Elevon on Tail of the Utes. And it's slightly... There we go, that's better. That should work, I hope. This is very weird looking plane I'm making. So they get a weird angle. Whatever, it should be fine. And I want maybe a little wing lit. What do we got? Canards, I think. There's canard, is there advanced canard? I remember that being a thing in this game. Advanced canard. Like the advanced canards up here. These will give the plane more control because it has more wings to use. Because these are like, canards are like powered a little, they're not just... They're not just wings. Like they move a little, I think. It's the other canard again, the standard. Can I fit one of those back here somewhere? Yeah, that kind of looks like what I'm playing. Probably overstacking everything. It's fine. Now, would air brakes be in the aerodynamic section? Yeah, here's an air brake. This one, I just want one, so put that one in the middle somewhere. Here, even. That's so that we can brake if we need to slow down. It opens up a flap and slows down the plane, that's what it does. Okay, we're getting closer to it being a thing. It just needs air intake, and landing gear would be nice. Probably something else I'm not thinking of. Where's these air intakes is what I was thinking of. Put those like right underneath here. And that should get some air, although maybe the wings are in the way. I don't know. Let's see, where is landing gear? Ground. There we go. Medium landing gear, large, extra large, etc. How big is extra large? Very big. Don't think we need that. The rover wheels. Small landing gear is... well, I mean, I could almost cut it. Let's go with medium, I'm thinking. Put it on the wings. Which does look nice. Or is that good for aerodynamics? Or should it be the other way around, I would think. Let's just need to go all the way. Let's put it there so it's as out of place. And then I'll do adjustments. Such as turning it the other way, because that seems to me like that would be more aerodynamic, but maybe I have it backwards, who knows. Slightly not straight. Please make it straight. Close enough. So local, absolute. Wait, lower it slightly so it's not sticking out of the way. There we go. Now it's got those landing gear. Now if I put a medium on the front somewhere, it should be able to stand on those three, I would think. Of course, it's going to give me issues by not going the right way. There, it's straight, but let's do the turning it around the other way, because to me that looks more aerodynamic, but maybe I got it backwards. It's got the little small part on the front this way. Probably raise this one up a little bit so it like goes into the plane a little bit more. Should just like at an angle. Anyway, make it more straight with the plane, and then we'll just hide it inside, so it's like the wheel retracts inside it. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Now you see, this is our aerodynamic. The lift is right behind the center of mass, which is okay. It'd be better if it's right on the center of mass, though. So what I need to do is either make it heavier in the back, or add more flight stuff to the front. More wings or something. That's where I can decide what else did I want to bring in this. Antennas, I don't think so. There's lots of different science we can do. We don't need to worry about science in this mode. It's just a fun thing you can do, but it's not important. Oh yeah, you know what would be nice? Parachutes. And I need that ladder to get into the door, which is blocked by a wing, but I think they can still get in. Let's try this again. Is that long enough to reach the ground? You know what? Longer might be better. Because I think if it, like, goes through the wall, it's fine. If the ground, I mean, like, it extends to the ground, it should be fine. Is what I want to say. So do that. Then we're gonna rotate you so you're straight this way. And then rotate you so you go down. Yes, it reaches through the floor, but again, I think it's fine. That's good, right? And then close the ladder. The ladder. Which hopefully doesn't affect the aerodynamics too much. What else did I want? Parachutes, that's what I mentioned. Just to help slow down in an emergency. We want them on, like, the back end. These are for, like, if we're landing and we want to slow down, we use these. And a mega emergency one, we could probably have that. We don't plan on crashing, so it should be fine. Okay. What else does this plane maybe need? Spotlight. You know what, let's just see if it even moves. I could go to the island airfield. Maybe I could always choose where I launch the thing from. Maybe that's how you do those other quests that I was having trouble in the first part. But anyway, this thing. Okay. Jebediah is piloting it. He's behind me. You can't see him, but he's there. Okay, let's see if this works. One of the engines is working. Okay, it's flying. Make the landing gear go in. How maneuverable is this? It could be worse. It could be better. But like, look, this isn't crashing or anything, so I'd say this was pretty successful. Let's try to get to supersonic speed. See if this, yeah, when you start seeing the air like that, that means you're starting to go supersonic. I can't remember the exact speed of supersonic. It's 300 and something meters per second. Yeah, this thing's pretty maneuverable. I don't mind. It could be way better, but I think this is Where am I going? I'm gonna go to that island. That's the island landing spot. Maybe we can try to land there. And then we'll try climbing out and stuff. I think the parachutes, I can reuse them if I could get to them and, like, pack them back in, but I don't think my person can climb on top of it and get those. I don't know. Let's just try. Top speed, not the highest, but again, I went with energy efficiency. Like, you can see our liquid fuel over here. We've barely used any. We've barely gone that far, but that's where we started, this island. Okay, let's slow down. Yeah. Oh, don't slow down too much, because then you just fall into... you lose control. Activate air brake. See it, the flap goes up. That should slow the stuff down. Oh, deploy the landing gear too, please. Activate the parachutes. And... no, that was actually a very smooth landing. Okay. So then, deploy ladder. Which again, should just go through the ground fine. It won't break us, I hope. Yeah, that's fine. And then... Jebediah, get out. All hatches are obstructed. Can't exit. Okay, the door is literally, he can't get out. That's good to know, though. Other than that, it's working fine. I really like the placement of these, though, so I don't want to move it, so... yeah. Whatever, mostly working plane. Let's see if we can launch again, actually. Don't accidentally shut off the wheels, we have to shut off the brakes. Don't know why that one's more open than the other. We probably need more air intake if we don't have a lot of air to get in. But... okay, now make the landing gear go. Now let's turn around and go back to where we started. And see if we can land there. Then we'll really call it a successful mission. barrel roll. We're just testing if it goes... Yeah, it doesn't fall apart if you spin really fast, so that's good. Check. We have liquid fuel, electric charge. I took out the mono-propellant oxidizer. For weight. Successful plane. Now I'm gonna go back. Probably give it a name that isn't just first plane. Oh, that is what it is though. So, first plane. I'll make a first plane with different thrusters, just so I can see if I put faster thrusters on it, can I make a really fast plane? Just with the same setup, but with bigger thrusters. Let's go more this way. I want to, like, go at the landing spot straight. Straighter. We don't have the parachutes to help this time. Toggle the brakes. Oh, the landing gear would be nice too. Let's get that out. Okay. Well, this is not doing... Well, we did not explode somehow. Seems to want to go to the left a lot, but there we go. It works fine, even without the parachutes to assist. Overall, excellent mission. It works. Go here, and we'll just retrieve it. Okay, then go back. First plane works. Now I'm going to make... Let's save this in case it wasn't saved, just in case. I'm going to take... Well, first let me check. Just make sure the weight doesn't go too crazy. I'm going to take these off. I'm going to put... I think the rapiers are the strongest, but let me just check. 62... 30... More info. Max thrust 318. Max thrust is 107 on the one we were doing. Let's max thrust on this one. Let's stay in here. Okay. Where's this? Oh, max thrust 465. So yeah, this is the strongest one. Also, these are unique ones in that they can work as either rockets or jet engines. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right one. I think it's just the same either way. Anyway, the weight is still looking good, so we'll call this first plane here. Let's start version. There we go. Save. Now we try this out. Let's see how fast this one goes. With the fastest engine instead of the energy efficient tiny ones. I don't know why those activated. Revert back to the spaceplane hangar. Shoots in the same thing for some reason. Like that. There we go. Now we do that again. Now the parachutes won't activate. Okay. Take off. very fast. Let's just keep going straight, see how fast we can go. Okay, over 1,000. We'll keep going as we start burning, then I'll slow down. Won't actually do any damage so far, it's just visual. It's so fast. Oh no, burn, don't stop. Slow down. Air brake. Okay. We could probably go to space in this thing. You know, get into space. Barely. You know what, let's try it. It's for science. Upwards more. Okay, we didn't put oxidizer, so even though these can turn into rockets, they won't work as rockets because we have no oxidizer. Look, we get in there. Okay, one of them turned off. Shut off, shut off. I think because there's no air anymore, the air intake don't work. 40,000. We hit it like halfway into space. There's a moon. Okay. Now we gotta wait for it to come back down, because there's very little air up here. It's much less dense, so it probably isn't very maneuverable. I can kind of move it a little bit. Probably because it's got a little bit of a reaction wheel, so you can still do stuff. But the wings can no longer do anything. I mean, we're not completely out of the atmosphere, so there's still some air. I don't know when the atmosphere is, like, I guess 70,000 is where there's literally no atmosphere. No, that's just in orbit. I don't know. But yeah, if I put some oxidizer in this, I could probably get it into orbit. Then we wouldn't be able to get it back down. So we'd run out of fuel. But still, pretty cool. We have to wait for it to reach the top. I can make it fast. And we'll watch it. Okay, now we're going back down. Nose down, please. I could go to prograde. Hold prograde for now. These are the options I can do. Okay. We're starting to go through the atmosphere again. I don't want to burn up, so please enable the air brake. Don't go too fast. We might explode. Be ready. I don't know, we're slowing down. The air brake is working. We're in the middle of the ocean somewhere, almost at another continent. In fact, I don't even think we need the air brake. Well, no, the gravity will destroy us. Let's not turn it off yet. Okay, now you can turn off the air. And turn back on this. Just don't go too fast. Turn it off again. We have no heat resistance on this thing. Well, oh no, turbulence. Fine. We're fine. Okay, we're more stable again. Excellent. Now let's drive to this new continent. Because we can. But as I said, not as fuel efficient. We're halfway out of our fuel reserves now. Oh yeah, slow down, please. Do not start burning. We made it to a new continent. Yay. I feel this thing can fly for so long and so fast without even needing to have the thrust on. It's very wobbly now. I don't know what's causing that. It might just be because the weight's going down from the lack of fuels. Getting all weird. Now then, none of this looks very flat, so I don't think we can land on it very well, but let's try it anyway. Oh yeah, I know what it's doing. It's trying to go prograde because I left that on. That's what it was fighting us. Now it's stable again. It was my fault, don't worry about it. It's stable. This is mildly flat. I know I got the parachutes, but they're one use, so let's try to land it out then. Don't turn too fast. Okay, I think I made a pretty good plane. First try, too. Yay. Guess we'll go retrieve that one. I could just leave them out there, but since there's a pilot in it, I'd rather he not have to just sit there forever. But if it was like a drone plane, I would totally just let it do its thing. In fact, let's do that now. Let's make a drone version. Because I can. Gonna do that. We will want... It was somewhere. This one. Now it can be AI controlled. So nobody has to go in there. I choose who's in it. Crew. Nobody has to go in it anymore. It's now AI. Not AI, it's remote controlled. But if I do that, it needs some sort of power source now. Is there electrical? Fuel cell. Fuel cell array. There's lots of what's it called? Solar panels. Like, which one is it? A radioisotopic thermoelectric generator. It's nuclear. It will last forever. I just need to put this one thing on here somewhere. Which is easier said than done. If I take this off and get a service bay, was it? Utility. Cargo. We'll look for it. Maybe payload, maybe. Service bay, the tiny one. That on there, the plane is getting a little bit longer. Now we can just open this. This little power generator thing in the middle of it. Now, it has power. This is affecting the center of mass. Not as much as you would think. Okay. Get AI plane now. What else did I want to add? Oh yeah, I want to add a radiator panel somewhere. Just a little radiator would be fine, I think. Somewhere where it won't mess with stuff too much, like right here. Fine, I think. Just so that if we do it over here again, so I can bring that in closer, don't you? Just in case we start overheating again, at least there's a... Actually, that's bringing all the heat right to our thermonuclear generator thing. Oh, it'll be fine. I didn't save over the other one, though, because I want this to be... the... oh, control one? Yeah, we'll call it that. This is just an episode where I make claims. It would seem. Now, let's try this one. It shouldn't have a pilot in it this time. There's no risk of death. and it likes to lean to the left for some reason. I'm not gonna worry. Probably one of the wheels are like angled slightly that direction. It's fine. Nobody's in it. There's no one in the corner behind me this time. This is remote control. Maybe I can check how much power I have. Don't see it anywhere. I'm sure we've got power. We now have a radiator. We'll see if it stops us from melting. There, we're taking some damage. Oh god, it exploded. Luckily, nobody was in it, and all we lost was the cockpit with no one in it. The AI survived somehow. Radiator. Well, it probably helped a little because the whole thing didn't explode, just the tip. This thing's still drivable, so it's fine. We might be harder to drive now, but okay, let's see. This thing's not designed for water landings. We should go back to... I didn't mean to do that. Go back to land. Somewhere. Undeploy these. Parachute, please. Don't go too fast again. I didn't think radiator would really cut it on a plane. It's what it's made for. Maybe if I move the radiator more towards the front, so it's radiating the most important part, because that's the part that exploded. But, you know, whatever. To the island again. Again, we are going slower than we were a second ago because now the aerodynamics is ruined. Now it's just got an AI core sticking to the front. The second word, instead where it says, oh, slow down now, please. Toggle the brakes, toggle the brakes. Don't go crazy here. Just go straighter. Maybe I used the brakes too early. No, we're going in at a good pace now, I think. Oh yeah, landing gear. Oh no, we don't have a front wheel. I can still, with the parachute would help. But we can still try to land. It's just not gonna be as pretty for sure. It exploded, the front touched the ground and it immediately exploded. However, it stopped, so I'd consider that a win, even though we lost the actual thing that was driving it. I accidentally hit Space Center instead of Tracking Center. Oh, it's back here. That's fine. Go to the tracking station and... Unknown object. Okay, I guess it's just gonna sit there forever now. What did I click on? Where am I? I think I clicked on something in space. Go back to the planet, please. Well, the North Pole. Is there South Pole? Antarctica. Big crater thing. I kind of want to look at that crater thing, actually. Go back. Back in here. Let's move the radiator more towards the front so it might work better. I don't even know how radiators work, actually. don't use them much. Didn't used to. I'm gonna use the AI one again because I don't want anybody to risk blowing up. A little bit more in there, maybe. Good enough. Hopefully that doesn't affect the aerodynamics too much. I think that'll make it dissipate the heat better, but I could be wrong completely. Now, I want to fly to that. You know what, for the fun of it also. We get that many to pop again. Let's start at the island one, because I can. We're gonna fly to that, big crater-looking place. Because I think this video is too long for me to also start building rockets, so we're just gonna continue with the plane. Okay, start here this time. Turn a little just so we have more runway. Hey! Go up and cut it a little bit. I need to plot a course. Need to, it's on the dark side of the planet right now. I think it goes that way. We need to head to the west. Which way is west? I think it's more towards what we should have started over there, but that's fine. We may be less aerodynamic, less fuel efficient, but I think we can still make it across the planet. There we're going. Right. Just slightly more this way would be ideal. This way. A little bit more. Don't go too fast. Do this. And then we'll... How do I slowly... I can't... Slowly raise the thrust. So I can do that with shift. It's going up slightly. Get a good thrust that keeps us about the same speed. There we are. We're going faster again. Can do that. Like here. Now we're about consistent. We're going slightly. Gaining speed slightly, but only slightly. So we are going to go above the mountains, right? A little. That'll be fine. Oh well. Okay. Maybe we don't have enough fuel to make it. We'll be fine though. Maybe we should try if the radiator works, you know, just a little. Shut off. Still okay. Go a little faster than that, even then. Go to 1,400. Shut off. It's melting. Don't go faster than that then. Radiator working. I assume it's passively radiating. Are we going the right way? We are pretty much. Might need to turn slightly more to the right, but we're mostly going straight there. It's fine. I actually should be gaining out. I should go up more because that means there'll be less air, which means less air friction, which means, well, then we may burn, but. Of don't go too fast. So don't go too fast. I said don't go too fast. Now it's easier to gain speed when you're higher up because less air friction. That's what's happening. have to use as much thrust, and we're still gaining speed. We seem to happen to be dropping. Do not drop altitude. Okay, for some reason. I hope we have enough fuel. We are, like, not even close. Oh no, we might have modded too high. One of the air intakes not working anymore. Point down, point down. Drop altitude. Now it works again. So stabilize altitude. Good enough. Okay. Don't go too fast. We lost power again. Well, we're not even like halfway. We have no fuel left. We can maybe land in this desert. Make that our mission happen. So that's what we're gonna do. To that desert. Don't go too fast though. Next episode we'll actually go to space now. So I can do it with all the parts, don't worry. Got distracted by playing so much. This game just eats away your time because you're too busy trying new things every time. Head down towards the desert. The desert should be flat, right? Okay, going very fast. Here's the desert. Initiate the brakes. Do the landing gear once we're not going supersonic. Okay, landing gear, initiate. Oh no, it's kind of like on a hill. We can still land though, it's fine. We can use the emergency parachutes if things get real bad. I think we got this. Don't need to land right away. We're still losing speed in the air, so don't land here. Okay, don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. We did it. Marvelous. And since there's no person in here, I can just leave this parked here forever. Just be like, yep, that's how far we made it last time. It's just marked on our map. See it right here. The first plane, remote control, made it that far. We know how far the fuel almost got us. So we want to get to that, we'll probably have to use the more fuel-efficient engine. Maybe either make a smaller plane that still has the same amount of engines, or make a faster plane that's still fuel-efficient. I'm not sure. But for now, that was our adventure. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that thou must absolutely do is have a nice day. Indeed. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.